question because you do you do music. You're a DJ. You've done radio. You're from Philly. You're out here in LA, and hip hop has done a lot of different changes and things of that nature. We got like YSL situation going on right now. We have lyrics and the decision about whether or not lyrics should be used in court. We got deaths left and right. There's a lot of different things that are going on. And with someone that's been in the game for some time, what's your outlook on the state of hip hop? That's such a broad question.
My outlook on the state of hip hop, which is primarily taken over by drill music. I don't support drill music. I don't see the benefit of it. But I'm also getting to that point in my life where I'm noticing the impact of our art, right? So people are, oh, it's just music, blah, blah, blah. No, it used to be just music. These guys aren't professional artists that go to the studio every day and have a dream of, getting a Grammy.
And they're writing camps and
no, it's an outlet for them to deal with kind of like they street stuff. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Yeah. But the problem is other people are being influenced by it. And a lot of people try to equate music to television and like, oh, it's just entertainment. The thing is, when you watch a movie, you know it's fake.
Yes.
The thing about hip hop that we know, and I know we try to tell a different story to the outsiders, is like we thrive off it being authentic. If it ain't authentic, we don't want to hear it.
Big facts.
And for me, I'm just at a point in my life personally where I can't listen to a song where they're just talking about killing somebody over and over and over and over. Because I'm not about to go outside and kill nobody. So why do I need that to be influenced on my spirit? It's low vibrational. I don't personally like it. And I'm watching when it's doing to the city I grew up in. Now all the kids is drilling and shooting other kids. We're listening to music of kids talking about killing other kids.
Or probably telling how to kill another kid.
That's wild to me.
They be doing
I don't
shit.
want to hear that. Like,
I know.
What is that?
And I listen to a lot of that music, and I can't necessarily say why. I mean, I do enjoy it, but the thing for me is not that I enjoy what they're saying. I think I really enjoy just the beats.
But I'm not
really
judging someone liking the music, right?
Okay.
It's bigger than that. It's not like, oh, how could you listen to it? But it's like when you take a step back and look at what it's doing, right? It's like, all right, bro, this is like, it's going too far. We're losing too many of our people. And I don't care what anybody say, that has a direct correlation to it. Everywhere drill has gone, you've seen a lot of deaths, from Chicago to New York to the Bronx to Philly to even, man, parts of North Florida.
Yeah, down in
they drilling over. That's crazy. Like,
Texas,
come on, man.
Just getting it.
And we gotta stop. I'm not gonna say we gotta stop. I'm not supporting the genocide of black men. So I can't rock with it. I really can't. Like back in when I was coming up, not that I'm that old, but in the 2000s, you had at least a variety of music. Yeah, you had music like that, but you also had fun music. You had crunk music. You had a variation. Right now, it's like it's over dominated by just kill 'em, shoot 'em up,
ops,
young men music.
Yeah,
it's like it's dark. I'm not supporting that.
So Gucci Mane recently released a track called "Dissing the Dead," and he's basically talking to the young bulls. See what I did there? Talking to them about stopping killing each other and changing their language and et cetera, et cetera. But he's also got kind of a pushback. Some
Why?
Because they feel like he's critical.
How?
Because of what his past looked like, and they feel like
his past.
Correct.
What about today?
Absolutely.
That's crazy.
Big facts.
So you mad at a man that sat there and looked at his ways and said, I'm going to change because I influenced so many people indirectly. Because a lot of these kids don't know they influenced by Gucci Mane and Lil Wayne. They don't even know it.
Yep.
Because they're fans of people that was fans of fans of fans of people of those like that. Like a lot of people don't even know they looking like Lil Wayne. A lot of people don't know they talking like Gucci. What is the pushback? The problem is we got so much time to argue with people that's trying to do the right thing. What are you doing? Oh, how can he say that when he was just over there talking to Jeezy about? That was then. This is now.
That's exactly what
that means saying. He can any day you can wake up and do the right thing, right? Whatever we do wrong in our life, right? That's like saying, we'll just talk about drinking. If I woke up tomorrow and said, you know what? I was drinking all yesterday. I was outside of my character. I ain't drinking no more. And somebody come up and be like, but nigga, you was drinking 2 weeks ago.
I wasn't.
He's a drinker. Remember you was drinking, so how you gonna say don't drink? What are you talking about? It's not cool to be dissing somebody's dead family. I don't care when you talk about it.
They be heavy on it too.
But then we be sitting there and criticizing people for not doing the right thing. That's Gucci Mane's a grown ass man. He ain't no young kid. This is a grown man. Man is probably most likely late 30s into his 40s.
Yeah.
I would be surprised if he's not going around with that message. I think more people should have that message. Mm-hmm. But they scared to do it. Gucci Mane self-made, so he can do whatever he want. He don't care about the backlash. So shout out to Gucci Mane. Whoever got a problem with that, you just lame. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what my thought was. Like, I agree with you on the whole point. Like, that's the past, and obviously you live and you learn. So it's like, okay, hey, this ain't what y'all want. And also, I feel like it's not saying there was ever a correct way to do it, but obviously niggas nowadays are very loose with it, and they're kind of wild. I mean, they literally write lyrics, basically snitching on themselves in a song. Yeah, I shot him on this street at this time a day, and his mama sat there and watched me do it.
Why did you shoot him? That's why I be wondering, like, what? Why did you shoot him?
He's the ops.
What is an op? From what? Based on what? It's crazy.
A lot of context, a lot to dissect there that I don't think we would ever understand. You know, we're on different playing fields, different vibrations. Ideally,
man, you just taught to hate each other, man. It's dark.
So do you think we need more of Gucci to step up and kind of change the game? And I mean, I guess I would say the media has some influence on it as well. I mean, what's being pushed and what's on the playlist, and like, is there really a way to change it or to stop it besides those young bulls stopping from saying what they're saying?
I'm not sitting there to say that whatever these guys are going through is not their real lived experience. Mm-hmm. But the problem is they don't understand the money behind it. Like, it's one thing to, I'm beefing with blah, 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 which is probably something that could be most likely worked out or not. Like, you never know what the beef is, right? I'm not going to sit there and go and say you don't have a legitimate reason not to like this person and vice versa. Right. But the problem is for everybody on the outside that's not in the situation, look at how much money is being made off these people's backs. How much money is being made off you dissing an op that you don't directly get. Right. And that's when it's like, well, that's dark. So you let other people come in and make money off of your lived experience. Whether you really hate this person or not, you're letting people benefit off of that. It's kind of crazy. It's a little, I mean, everybody gonna look at how they wanna look at it. But it's like, if you got a beef with your boy over here and y'all going back and forth killing each other, then I'm the one that makes all the profit though.
Right.
And I ain't got nothing to do with it. And I can give a fuck about you or his life. Right. That's where it gets dark. And that's why we need to kind of change the narrative and kind of just have more respect for each other, period. Like, we got to get back to having disagreements and you fight and it's over. It can't go to a switch or a ghost gun. Like, it's getting too far. We going too far with the animosity. I used to have beefs in my hood. When I was growing up, we didn't like this street, whatever. We'd get up at the park and fight. And then guess what? Some of them people you grow up with, and they tend to be your friends. You can't even live it all the way out where it's like, damn, we used to go back and forth when we was a kid. I used to like you, but you turn out to be all right. You can't even have that experience because now we got ammunition and things in the hood that can just take you out like that. You can't even see it all the way out.
Yeah, they're not like JD Young and him and his father they got shot. JD Young ended up passing away in New Orleans, I believe it was, and like literally shot him and his father.
That's
5
crazy.
gunmen, and his father ended up making it out, ended up making it to the hospital. But JD Young unfortunately did not make it. And it was kind of like what you said. It's just kind of like, damn, like you just.
It's dark, man, and it's a lot of deaths. It's a lot. And I just can't sit there and act like I'm cool with black men dying on my social media page all the time. We outraged when we see police kill us. I'm even outraged when I see us kill us. I'm outraged to see black people dying in general.
I used to help with your podcast. You used to have back in the day as well. And one thing I remember you talking about was about how us as people, when we're beefing against each other on the internet, and this goes like more mainly when it comes to like sex, like men, women, and what we're talking about, and the things like we're tearing each other down when at the end of the day it comes to that community, which is back to what you were speaking about earlier.
Yeah, what's the end goal?
Right.
Like, yeah, you talking about like right now it's like the battle of the sexes. Like, oh, women do this and this and that, and men are this and this and that. And it's like, okay, both things could be true. Now what?
Correct.
Now what?
Because they are most likely are true. Both things are true. Men ain't shit, women ain't shit, we all ain't shit, we whatever, but
I don't think we ain't shit. I don't talk like that. And that's another thing that's been normalized.
Correct.
It's really been normalized saying men ain't shit. Yes. It ain't been normalized saying women ain't shit. This is like some new, it's normalized. Yeah. It shouldn't be normalized because men are something, right? Words have tremendous power. Men are something, right? If you don't like the outcomes in your life, Let's figure out if we're gonna have a dialogue. Let's have a dialogue to figure like how we can come together, not to justify being apart. And I feel like that's the problem when it comes to those type of things. Why are we finding more reasons to justify to not be together when we all know it's a better outcome when we're together?
We're together.
That don't mean it's gonna be perfect, but it's a better outcome when we work together.
Clickbait. It's easy for people, you know, those topics.
I mean, but it feeds off people trauma. Like I can easily we all can find something that speaks to our trauma.
Yeah.
But then it's like, okay, at what point do we want to get over our trauma? Because you know when things speak to your trauma, you know what people do? They make money off of you. We live in a capitalistic society. So when you keep finding things that speak to your trauma, just know something behind it is making money.
Yeah.
And you gotta look past that. One thing about me is I hate being told what to do. So if I see something, I see a trend of things, it's like, oh, they're trying to tell me to do this so I can buy this. I'm not doing that. They want us apart, so now I want to be together. That's just the thing. Like, and it's not to knock anybody's points of view. I think everybody's podcast and things they're talking about in a healthy way could be good. But at some point, I'm tired of women talking about how shitty men are. I'm tired of men talking about how women need to do this, and that. None of it makes sense.
Right.
Do you want to be with somebody?
Yes or no?
Exactly.
Yes or no.
If you don't, then you ain't got nothing to talk about. What's the point of going on a platform and talk about how much you don't want to be with somebody? Just don't be with them.